in the next well, I would say this second year coming, our second year of operations, there are a lot of improvements that we have already that are already aligned. There are about over 400 poles that we replaced last year. This year, we will be doing 900 poles. Okay. Last year, we experimented on putting 4 what we call the auto reclosers. And when we installed these 4 auto reclosers in 4 feeders in Molo and La Paz, we were able to record almost 20 outages ang na-prevent because of these 4 auto reclosers. So this year, we have budgeted 21 auto reclosers to be installed. And this is already going to be all over the franchise area. The other thing is, although we would continue to run after the pilferage, but what is really more important is that we're targeting another 10,000 new accounts this year, in addition to the 13,000 clients or 13,000 new accounts we did last year. So that should bring down a bit our system's losses from pilferage. The other thing is, right now, our system, I would say, is really more of a manual system. Wherein kung na brown out, somebody has to go there, open it, close it. But with the auto reclosers, somehow that will be automated. But what's more important is that we are now starting with the architecture of the SCADA system. And the SCADA system is a communication system among all substations, among all primary lines, among all ACRs and other facilities. Para ang response natin when there are unscheduled incidents will already be self-corrected by the system. So that one we will also start to do this year. The architecture, hopefully, after this year, we will be able to connect all the substations already under the SCADA system, and also change many of the hardwares in the substations, because as I mentioned, we are very manual right now. So even the substations of 30, 40 years old are not yet capable. So this year, after we do the architecture, then we will start to change the facilities inside, so it will be capable to do automated system, which is, I would say, standard for any distribution utility. Well, first and foremost, gapasalamat gid ako sa tanan ng mga konsumidor naton, for bearing with us for 1 year. We took over in February 2028 last year, or rather February 28, 2020, and it's about 12 months now. Although hindi gid kita perfect when we took over, because there were a lot of challenges that we had to face, especially on the client side, the accounts. We had to reconstruct our database of 65,000 or 62,000 clients when we started. But I'd like to also let you know that after 1 year, we are now up to about 75,000 customers. So there has been a net increase of about 13,000 new clients, and this in a period of 1 year, of 12 months, is, I think, a real achievement, because apparently when we took over, there are a lot of things that really had to be fixed. Now, other than sa client side, well, as you very well know, on the facility side as well, ang dami na rin natin nagawa. There are over 290 transformers ang ating napalitan, na-upgrade, over 400 poles. We had to replace all in 1 year. We added 1 new substation because before we came in, medyo nasa precarious level na ang capacity, and we actually had to had to do the PMS, no, the 13-hour PMS, which I know is not that easy for customers to understand, but we had to bite the bullet. Otherwise, maabutan tayo ng time na masisira na ang substation. So it was a very, very difficult year. Difficult decisions had to be made, but what we just kept in mind is that we're doing all of this for the consumers. No? So whatever hardships, whatever challenges we went through, no, and whatever inconveniences that our customers had also gone through, well, I think this is part of what they call the birth pains, no, but something that we didn't want to happen, pero nangyari po because, as I was saying, we are not perfect. We came in with no cooperation from the previous DU, but that's okay. No? So we had to endure it in 1 year. Now, what I'm just asking from our consumers, which has been very consistent from the start, is that to do the rehabilitation and for our customers to feel, no, that there has really been an improvement in our service. No, is I'm just asking for at least 3 years, no? And we're already done with 1 year, 2 more years to go. And again, the only objective that we have here, no, is because the only objective that we have here is we'd like to give better service to our consumers. On the pricing side, we are undergoing several processes now, no, to be able to bring down the price of electricity for the consumers. If you remember, we were having, I think Iloilo was having one of the highest rates in the past, no? And it was double digit, if I'm not mistaken, 10 pesos, 11 pesos. But now we are down to about 9 pesos. And what I can assure the consumers is that in the coming months and within this year, no, we still will be able to further bring it down because of the processes or because of the CSP or the competitive selection process, no, that we are putting, that is already actually ongoing right now, so we could still further bring down the rates for our consumers. So, my message to our consumers, we're just here 1 year. Well, one way or another, I think somehow you felt the service of more power. To the best that we can, we do it. Not perfect. We had many shortcomings, and I would admit, yes, but we are not stopping at the shortcomings, no, because we are still driven, really driven to, I mean, if we have to change process, if we have to change our internal processes to make it easier for the clients, and make it more convenient for the clients, we are doing that. So again, to our consumers, pasensya na if our 1 year was not perfect, but rest assured, I could tell you our only objective is that we'd like to improve our service to our consumers. So thank you very much, and hope that you would give us that little elbow room, for us to do what we think is good and best for Iloilo City. Thank you very much. Madamo gid nga salamat. To my co-employees, first and foremost, I would start before the co-employees, I would like to start with our board, for really being supportive. The board and the shareholder really understood why we need to invest, in fact, for the emergency capex, 1.9 billion for the next 3 years, because they know how important it is, to rehabilitate the whole facilities of the franchise area. To my co-employees, of course, this would have not been, our 1 year, would have not been, could have been more difficult, I would say, if hindi tayo nagtulungan. But when we started, before the takeover, we were just, I guess, about 65. When we took over in February, immediately our number increased to about 150. And right now, there are about 200 organic employees, and there are about 200 third parties as well as other parties, no, that are helping us do this. So to all of you, thank you very much for your dedication. I've seen everyone, how we work, especially those sa line. As I would say, umaraw man, uminit, gabi man, araw. I see all of us there. Again, and we're just moved for one objective, which is really to give better service for our clients. And I always keep on telling them, yes, we've done it, but the journey is still long. So sabay-sabay tayo. Thank you.